Mani. I hope you all are doing good. So, today we will start with a fresh chapter, chapter number 4, A Truly Beautiful Mind. So, this is a chapter about a beautiful mind, and the beautiful mind, who is referred here, Albert Einstein, is called as the beautiful mind. His mind is referred to as the most intelligent person and a very beautiful mind. So, we will learn about the private life of Albert Einstein and not just see him as a scientist. So we will start with the chapter tomorrow. Today we will do the vocab part of the chapter. So let's start with the vocab part. First one. First one is succession. Okay. So what is succession? Succession means कोई भी चीज जब एक के बाद एक दूसरी चीज होती है, that is called as succession. When one thing follows after the another, that is called as succession. Okay. So, for example, in the succession of 13 January, then comes Sakrat. Okay, इसी के बाद कोई चीज आती है तो उसे हम सक्सेशन कहते हैं. जैसे कि 13 जनवरी की सक्सेशन में सकरात का त्योहार आता है. On 14 January we have Sakrat. Okay, so that like that, when one thing comes after the other, that is called as succession. Next one is synonym. Okay, so synonym means when something has a same meaning as the other thing. Okay, and two things have a similar meaning, then these things are called as synonym of one another. For example, जैसे हम जो बोलते हैं पर्यायवाची, ठीक है, पानी को हम जल भी बोलते हैं, तो जल पानी का सिनोनिम है, जल पानी का पर्यायवाची है. जल एंड पानी, they have similar meanings. Okay, so for example, Albert Einstein was a synonym for intelligence. Albert Einstein को intelligence का synonym माना जाता था. मतलब intelligence मतलब कि Albert Einstein. So किसी भी चीज का synonym मतलब same मतलब किसी चीज का होना. Next one is amateur. Okay, it's a very beautiful word which you can actually use in your daily lives. So learning about the vocab is not just ratifying or just cramming these words. Okay, you just don't have to cram these words. आपको रटने नहीं है. You have to use these words in your daily language, in your regular language. Okay, so amateur is someone who is who does something with his own interest and not in a professional manner. फॉर एग्जाम्पल, जब कोई शौकिया तरीके से कोई काम करता है और प्रोफेशनल वाले तरीके में नहीं करता है, उससे हम कहते हैं एमेच्योर. फॉर एग्जाम्पल, जैसे मैं बांसुरी बजाती हूँ, फ्लूट बजाती हूँ, तो वो मैं अपने शौक के लिए करती हूँ, अपनी खुशी के लिए करती हूँ. ऐसा नहीं कि मैं फ्लूट प्ले करती हूँ, कहीं पे प्रोफेशनली प्ले करती हूँ या कहीं पे किसी को बजाना सिखाती हूँ. नो, इट्स नॉट माई, इट्स जस्ट माई इंटरेस्ट एंड इट इज नॉट माई प्रोफेशन. ओके, मेरा काम नहीं है फ्लूट बजाना, मैं अपने मन के लिए करती हूँ, तरीके के लिए करती हूँ. सो आई एम एन amateur flute artist. Okay, so for example, if you paint for yourself and you just do the painting for your personal interest and not for the profession, not for earning from anything from it, then you are called as amateur artist. Okay, so amateur means something who is not professional and who is doing something for his own interest. Next one is a pupil. Okay, so who is a pupil? Pupil is a student. Any student is also called as pupil. Pupil एक student का क्या हुआ? Synonym हुआ. Pupil student का हुआ पर्यायवाची. Okay, so pupil is the synonym for student, and we already know the meaning of synonym, right? Synonym means पर्यायवाची, having a similar meaning. So pupil is the synonym of student. Next one, stifled. Okay, stifled means what? When something is stifled, किसी भी चीज से घुटन होना उसे कहते हैं stifle होना. Okay, when you feel suffocated, when you don't feel comfortable at a place, or when you don't feel comfortable in a situation, that is called as stifled. आपको किसी चीज से घुटन हो तो उसे हम stifling कहते हैं. For example, there were so many French speaking people in the room and I was feeling stifled there. एक कमरे में बहुत सारे फ्रेंच बोलने वाले लोग थे, तो मुझे वहाँ बहुत घुटन हो रही थी क्योंकि मुझे फ्रेंच आती ही नहीं थी. Okay, in that way, when you don't feel comfortable in a place, that is called as stifled. Okay, the rules and regulations of the society, they stifle me. Okay, जो बहुत सारे rules हैं, बंदिशें हैं सोसाइटी की, उनसे मुझे घुटन होती है, दैट इज कॉल्ड एज स्टिफलिंग. ओके, next one is prolonged. Prolonged means what? For a long time. Okay, when you are doing something for a long time, when something stays for a long time, कोई चीज लंबे समय तक रहती है, उसे कहते हैं prolonged. For example, it's the 10th anniversary. It's the 10th marriage anniversary of my mother and father. They have had a prolonged marriage. Okay, ये मेरे मम्मी पापा की 10th वेडिंग एनिवर्सरी है और उनकी एक बहुत प्रोलॉन्ग्ड मैरिज है, मतलब बहुत लंबी शादी है, लंबा चली उनकी शादी. ओके, so prolonged means something when something stays for a longer time. Next one is appealed. Okay, so appealed means what? To impress someone. कोई भी किसी भी चीज का इफेक्ट होना किसी के ऊपर, that is called as appealing. So let me explain appeal to you by an example. For example, वेस्टर्न क्लोथ्स अपील मी. मुझे वेस्टर्न क्लोथ्स बहुत अच्छे लगते हैं. ओके, वेस्टर्न क्लोथ्स मुझे इम्प्रेस करते हैं, मुझे बड़े बढ़िया लगते हैं. आई एम इंटरेस्टेड इन वेस्टर्न क्लोथ्स. ओके, सो अपील मीन्स व्हेन you are interested in something, when something impresses you, when you find something really good, that is called as appealed. You know, teaching English appeals me. Teaching English पढ़ाना ये मुझे इंटरेस्टिंग लगता है, मुझे इम्प्रेसिव लगता है. ओके, सो अपील मीन्स इंटरेस्टिंग. Next one is victorious. Okay, so victory means success, jeet, and victorious means successful, one who is successful. Okay, जो जीता हुआ इंसान है, that is called as victorious. Okay, one who is successful, that is called as victorious. For example, Albert Einstein was a victorious scientist. Albert Einstein एक बहुत ही successful scientist थे. Next one is assessing. Okay, to assess means what? कोई भी चीज का आकलन करना, हिसाब किताब लगाना कि कैसे क्या होगा, कैसे नहीं होगा. That is called as assessing. To estimate something. For example, when I was planning my birthday party, I was trying to assess the budget of the party. जब मैं अपनी बर्थडे पार्टी प्लान कर रही थी, तो मैं बर्थडे पार्टी के बजट का मैं हिसाब लगा रही थी, एक एस्टिमेट ले रही थी कि कितना खर्चा होगा बर्थडे पार्टी के अंदर. I was trying to estimate. I was trying to assess that. Okay, get it? Next one is unraveling. Okay, unraveling means when something falls down. कोई भी चीज जो है वो बिखर जाती है, कोई रिश्ता है वो बिखर जाता है, टूट जाता है. When something fails, when something starts to fail, कोई चीज फेल हो जाती है, कोई चीज टूट जाती है, बिखर जाती है, रिश्ते टूट जाते हैं, that is called as unraveling. For example, my brother had an unraveling marriage. My brother had an unraveling wedding. मेरे भाई की जो शादी है, मैरिज है, it was unraveling. Okay, वो टूट गई, मेरे भाई की शादी टूट गई. Okay, next one is intellectual. Intellectual means what? One who is very intelligent. जो कोई बहुत बुद्धिमान हो, बहुत कोई sharp intelligent person. So intelligent is a synonym for intellectual. Now you get the meaning of synonym, right? Synonym means किसी भी चीज का same meaning होता है, उसे हम कहते हैं synonym. Okay, so intelligent is the synonym for intellectual. Intellectual means very intelligent person, very sharp person, very bright person. Next one is coincided. Okay, coincided means what? To match. Okay, मेल खाना. Coincidence means इत्तेफाक से. Let me explain it to you by an example. Coincidentally, I met Sita in the market. Coincidentally, मैं सीता से मिली मार्केट के अंदर. मतलब कि इत्तेफाक से मुझे सीता मिल गई थी मार्केट के अंदर. When something matches, आप भी वहीं थे, सीता भी वही थी, so that situation matched. Okay, that is called as coincident. कि अरे कोई coincidentally यार इत्तेफाक से क्या हुआ, आज मैं सीता से मिली मार्केट में. So you can use these words in your regular language. Okay. Coincided means what? When two situations match. Coincided. Okay. Next one is proclaimed. Proclaimed means to announce. Okay, to declare. Okay, to advertise. That is called as proclaimed. दावा करना, कोई भी चीज को describe करना, explain करना. For example, the newspapers proclaimed that Albert Einstein was a great scientist. So newspapers ने दावा किया, newspaper ने announce किया officially कि Albert Einstein का जो काम है, that is very great. Next one is agitating. Agitating means what? when you are disturbed by a situation, आपको कोई situation है, आपको कोई feeling है, आपको नहीं पसंद आती है, then you get irritated by that, that is called as agitating. When you are troubled by something, आपको कोई चीज परेशान कर रही होती है, that is called as agitating. Okay, for example, I was not feeling well today, and the feeling of weakness, it was making me, it was agitating me. Okay, जो मुझे बहुत weak feel हो रहा था आज, और ये जो weak feel होने वाली जो चीज थी, it was agitating me. इससे मुझे बहुत गुस्सा आ रहा था. When you are troubled from inside, okay, आपको बहुत अंदर से मु- मुसीबत हो रही होती है कि यार ऐसा क्यों हो रहा है मेरे साथ. That is called as agitating. Okay. So that's all for the vocabulary part of the chapter, A Truly Beautiful Mind. And now for assignment, you have to complete this one. You have to complete this question, which is at the end of the chapter in the section Thinking About Language. So you have to complete these questions as your assignment. So let me just discuss these questions with you. So, here are some sentences from the story. Choose a word from the brackets which can be substituted for the words. So, आपको ये sentences दिए हुए हैं और आपको जो italicized words हैं, italicized का मतलब क्या होता है? जो थोड़े टेढ़े लिखे हुए words होते हैं. यहाँ इस पूरे sentence में which words are italicized? For example, this word is italicized. Okay, जो टेढ़े लिखे हुए होते हैं, that is called as italicized. Faltered is italicized here. At odds is italicized here. Proclaimed is italicized here. Okay, so you have to find out the meaning similar to these words. So let's solve this out. A few years later, the marriage faltered. Okay, कुछ सालों बाद क्या हुआ? जो marriage थी, it faltered. Became weak. Okay, so the answer for this one is became weak. So faltered means something becomes weak. That is called as faltered. Next one is Einstein was constantly at odds with people at the university. So Einstein did not like the people at university and he was at odds. So at odds मतलब सबसे अलग होना, उनकी किसी की बात से agree नहीं करना, किसी की बात को नहीं मानना. So at odds means in disagreement. Einstein was constantly in disagreement with people at the university. Okay. Next one is the newspapers proclaimed his work as a scientific revolution. Okay, so newspapers ने आइंस्टाइन के वर्क को कहा कि ये बहुत बड़ा साइंटिफिक वर्क है. So न्यूज़पेपर ने क्या किया, इस चीज को डिक्लेयर किया कि ये जो आइंस्टाइन का वर्क है that is very great scientific revolution. Next one, Einstein got ever more involved in politics, agitating for an end to arms build-up. Okay, so Einstein was agitated by some fact, and agitated means what? He was troubled. So he was campaigning for that thing. Okay, so Einstein was campaigning for an end to arms build-up. Next one. At the age of 15, Einstein felt so stifled that he left the school for good. Einstein को बहुत खराब लगा and he left the school. उसने उन्हें school छोड़ दी for good. So for good means here what? He's left the school permanently. Okay, so for good here means that Einstein left the school permanently. Okay, next one. 5 years later, the discovery of nuclear fission in Berlin had American physicists in an uproar. So, American physicists in an uproar. American physicists को क्या हुआ? They were in an uproar. मतलब उनके अंदर हड़कंप मच गया. So that is called as हड़कंप मचना. So here we can replace in an uproar by in a state of commotion. So scientists के बीच में अल्बर्ट आइंस्टाइन का work देख के हड़कंप मच गया in a state of commotion. Next one. Science wasn't the only thing that appealed to the dashing young man. Okay, science that appealed to the dashing young man. To appeal means what? It interested. Okay, for example, I am in English appeals to me. Okay, science appealed to Albert Einstein. So that means I am interested in English. Albert Einstein was interested in science. Okay, so appeal means what? When you were interested in something. For example, music interests me. For example, football interests me. Football appeals to me. Okay, you can use these words. Okay, children, so that's all for today's lecture, and we will see you in the next one. Thank you so much for today's.